just a tiny bit late to start because I'm unfortunately now stuck on Joy-Cons. I can't for the life of me get my 8-bit Do controller to connect to my Switch. Honestly, I'm kind of regretting buying it in the first place at this point. It's a huge pain to actually use. But regardless, getting just a little bit closer to this outfit. It's all I care about. But in the meantime, story, and this is a question mark one, which means something important is going to happen. This might be the Age of Calamity. Ooh, didn't know we got this one. Shikaru damage. Okay. Well, cooking's kind of irrelevant anyways. I don't want to use it because I don't want to waste resources. But let's find out what's happening. And then get back on the grind. Because all I care about is that outfit at this point.
All the countermeasures to Calamity Ganon were in place. Except one.
Oh yeah, also, to counteract the calamity that was the last stream, when my throat just collapsed on itself, I have a comically large bottle of water next to me now. So everything should be fine.
Of wisdom. Souls younger than 17 years were forbidden from setting foot on Mount Lanayru, where the spring of wisdom
Hello, Maximus Wolf. How's it going?
as they lacked the spring's namesake. Zelda made plans to ascend as soon as she was of age.
People who are under 17 don't have the wisdom to go to a lake. I understand.
Calamity Ganon's revival, King Rome urged his people to evacuate. He deployed the 4 divine beasts to quell the horrors of the calamity until Zelda returned.
Ooh, it's like another Divine Beast level. I haven't upgraded every Divine Beast, but I got a key one. I got the faster lightning recharge for Vanaboris, I believe it's called.
Yeah, we're all very impressed. Now, what did you find?
You're playing some more Command and Conquer Maximus Wolf? That sounds good. I think you were last time, weren't you? And yeah, good. Username in this game is crazy good. I'm having tons of fun with it.
I was too careless. This is bad.
Now, are these characters at Muso power levels? Because, yeah, there we go. They should be able to deal with these mooks. Oh no, it's just an escape plan. I'm glad the little R2-D2 is finally getting some play.
So many are awaiting my inner power,
I think I've mentioned before,
living in me.
I am glad that the A Link to the Past castle theme gets so much play 'cause it's a great song, but man, there's so many other A Link to the Past songs that could be...
Princess,
like,
it'll all work out.
There's so many songs... Well, Zelda has a lot of great music, but A Link to the Past has a lot of stuff that just goes criminally unrecognized. Like, everyone does the Lost Woods theme from Ocarina of Time, but the forest theme from A Link to the Past is so good.
Farewell, Father.
You're in a huge mood for old school RTS, Maximus Wolf? That's understandable.
The Sheikah slate?
Something must have happened.
Well, one advantage of these Joy-Con controllers is I'm getting that HD rumble, that vibration. Wow, this just happened right away, huh? Like, man. No build up or anything.
Calamity is here?
Yeah, actually, I didn't click on the video, obviously, I don't want spoilers, but I saw a good username that there's like 2.5 hours of cutscenes in this game. That's nuts. That's a lot for like any Nintendo game. Never mind a Zelda game or like a spin-off or... Yeah, like there's a ton. It's nuts. Alright, right into it. Oh, it is the Age of Calamity. Well, Zelda, we really were the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Yeah, I would love, even just within the realm of Nintendo, I'd love more Musou games from them. Like, I don't know, like the obvious one is a Smash Bros. Musou. Like, there's so much you could do with even a fraction of Smash's roster, and then they could finally do another story because man, the cutscenes in Brawl were some of the best things Nintendo's ever put out. But yeah, like there's so many other things they could do. Like they could do a Kirby Musou. They could do. I mean, a Mario Musou would be kind of weird, but they could make it work. Yeah, what else could they like? Honestly, there's no such thing as a Nintendo franchise they could. You could make anything a Musou, really. Like, you could take a franchise that has nothing to do with fighting a bunch of enemies and just replace. Like, you could make a Professor Layton Musou and just be like, oh, he's fighting puzzles. Like, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want with this formula. Alright, this isn't as bad to play on Joy-Cons as I thought. I'm really not a fan of this controller. I think it's real bad. It has been showing some signs of being the average Joy-Con where it falls apart and fails in various ways. But it's not hampering my gameplay as much as I was thinking it would, so that's good at least. Oh yeah, so I did the side missions off screen, and Zelda is actually just in that outfit now. Like, you can control her and use her in that outfit. Kentrix, hello, and Professor Layton is canonically strong in hand-to-hand combat. I believe he's a sword user, actually. I remember there being jokes about how if they added Professor Layton to Smash Bros, he'd be another Marth clone. Like, I think he uses like a fencing sword or a rapier or something like that. Oh yeah, we got the Ganon theme going in the background. That's nice. And of course, this time it's important to keep an eye out for Korok seeds. You never know when you might want to upgrade Hestu. Alright, do I fight the Guardian or not this time? Last time they didn't want me to. Looks like it's taking normal damage. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Owned. There's a video of him throwing hands at someone. I could see it. He seems like the kind of person who would throw hands over a puzzle. So, I guess, must be getting close to the end game actually, so maybe I'll even finish it on this stream. That'd be neat. I'm just playing on normal good username. Oh, you know what Muso would be great actually? A Sonic Muso. Make a Sonic Muso. Like, with all the spins Link is doing, he's practically already a Sonic character. I wish, at least for the Guardians, there were unique weak spot animations when you beat them. I imagine there's one for the Master Sword, but I wish there was just one for every weapon, honestly. Hello, Marvin. You almost missed the stream, but you're here now? Nice. Glad you could make it. I really gotta keep an eye on my health, honestly. This is a risky form of combat I'm using. The food-based combat. Uh-oh. Nah, this is basically canon. This happened. Link being a Sonic character is based? Thank you. Everything is Sonic when it comes down to it. At least these lasers are only doing about as much damage as they do in Breath of the Wild when you have maxed out armor. Further proof that this is just a canonically super strong Link. Way better than how he ever was in Breath of the Wild for sure. I haven't, like, basically since the tutorial I haven't guarded, so I couldn't do the perfect parry to reflect the lasers back, I don't think, but it would be cool if I did. Oh, that's true, I need to leave a graveyard of guardians, I forgot about that cutscene. It's important. God, this Link is a hyper Chad. You are watching the stream while breaking Birth by Sleep in half with Aqua, so just playing normally in Birth by Sleep then. Oh yeah, the King's totally playable, isn't he? Making him the second Hylian King to be playable in a Zelda Muso game. Oh, there we go. Yay! Man, so this is totally an area in Breath of the Wild I just never saw, because if you actually play the game, there's so little reason to actually explore Hyrule Castle. It's such a shame. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Breath of the Wild Link is already so much more of a Chad. He's so much bigger deal than everyone else in the game. But this version of Breath of the Wild Link is so far beyond that one. And really, Breath of the Wild Link is already beyond most other versions of Link in terms of like skill and like everything really. Power, defense. No, I don't know way this is different from regular Muso games, or at least the other Nintendo Warriors games, is that there's a lot of structure like this, where it's more like just an action game with lots of enemies. It's not like this isn't really about capturing a bunch of forts. This is about fighting a bunch of guardians. I really do need to find a way to deal with those lasers. They're too much of a problem for me to ignore. I assume you can still parry with this block. But what do I know? Another Guardian appears. Man, they're really doing a good job selling why this is such a problem. People were asking in earlier streams, how did they lose when Link is this good? But this is how. Went for a guard, but gotta get the timing. At least the physical attacks are really, really predictable. Yeah, I imagine it, like it's kind of an illusion because it's the same idea really, but the idea of like, yeah, this kind of thing, it's more of an action game structure. People have said that this game sometimes feels more like an action game than a Muso. Well, like more of a character action game, like Kingdom Hearts or Devil May Cry or something. The sound cues probably do. I'm not great with sound cues because I'm not used to having a TV on while I play games. I haven't had a TV in a very long time. And also the audio is a bit quiet because I don't want the microphone picking up too loud and causing an echo for the stream. So I am at a disadvantage somewhat. I'll use that as my excuse. So to some level, this castle must have been reworked. So that, because it's obviously being destroyed right now, but in Breath of the Wild it's been destroyed for years. So some of this must not have been how it was. Like, I wonder if all these books were there. I can't remember. I'm always on the lookout for new assets in this game, because they do a lot to avoid actually showing like full-on towns and people and stuff like that, but they can't get away with the fact, they can't get around the fact, I mean, that this is before the Age of Calamity. Oh, you guard and then press Y? That would explain why I wasn't doing anything. But I think my timing was off too. We'll see. Not a huge punishment for dying in this game, so I'm not too worried about it. Ooh, Royal Gods. Finally, a new heavy weapon. I'm gonna upgrade and equip that as soon as possible. Wait, where did I... Oh, treasure chest. Lots of money, I guess. Only works on a couple characters, then I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work on this version of Link. Because, yeah, they really want you to use the Master Sword, and I love this style too much to not do it. It is kind of a problem when you end up having, because obviously they want you to play as Link, and I'm doing that, and they want you to use the Master Sword, which I'm not doing, but then there's all the other characters too, and like so you end up with some weird ones like Hestu and the Great Fairies. Oh man, I just totally forgot. I finished the Trials of Monk Maz Koshia off stream, and I found out there's a menu in this game that totally spoils if characters are unlockable or not, because under the character quest things it lists the Trials of Monk Maz Koshia. So I did forget to go and unlock that character and see how they play. Yeah, fruit is a slang for a gay person. Not sure where that came from, Marvin. Yeah, that was the room with the King's Diary. I didn't read any of the optional diaries either in Hyrule Castle. Like, the most important thing I found in my playthrough of when I went to Hyrule Castle was like a kitchen with some food in it. Because like you can find some good weapons, but I had much better weapons already. I didn't need those. Like my inventory was full. Yeah, I hope that Breath of the Wild 2 figures out something for its... Oh, Guardian Scout. Figures out something for its reward structure, because it does a really bad job of encouraging you to keep exploring after a certain point. Ooh, is this guy gonna drop some ancient weapons? That'd be neat. I have seen a video of... It's just the same default animation, but using Guardian weapons, so it looks cool. Nothing from this one. Yeah, the Dark Master Swords. I think that's such a cool idea that they have synthetic Master Swords. Like, that's such a novel concept. Because, yeah, it makes sense. Like, they're trying to outdo the, like, structure of things using technology. They're trying to force the prophecy to happen and all that. So the idea that they'd be like, okay, well, we can do our own Master Sword. And they just make a bunch of things that kind of work. They do extra damage against the Calamity, I believe. But they also break. Hey, Bioroxus, how's it going? You need to get on this game? Yeah, it's really good. I'm surprised. I was excited for it, but it's actually like, it plays super good. Like, I've been heavily focusing on just this style because it's so satisfying, but like, besides 2 characters so far, I love how everyone plays. There's some characters I had to figure out their gimmick first, like what their deal is, but then once I got it, they start to click. It's like, oh man, there's so much thought put into everyone. Like, I liked Hyrule Warriors a lot, the original one, but I like this a lot more so far. Well, so far, I'm pretty sure I'm near the end at this point. It is really big, because basically what they've done is, in the original Hyrule Warriors, there's tons and tons of side content. There's the adventure boards where each square, like in the original, they had the Zelda 1 map where every single square of the map was a Musou mission. And basically what they've done with this is they've incorporated that into an actual like story structure. So there'll be side quests on the Breath of the Wild map that gets you character upgrades and stuff like that. So it definitely helps, because in the original Hyrule Warriors, it's a very small scale a lot of the time. It's like a very like standard crossover story, and then you beat it, and then it's like, okay, now it's time for the real game. You get to actually do like the real Musou missions and get all the characters and stuff. And with this, it's more focused on telling a story. Someone actually mentioned earlier on, I think it was Good Username, that there's tons of cutscenes. There's 2.5 hours of cutscenes in this game. Like, they put a lot into the story. And there's tons of really good stuff. The characters are really well realized, I think. Main game could definitely be overwhelming, because Musou games are overwhelming by default. Like, you're going to get lots of characters. You're going to get tons of upgrades for each character. You want to level them all up to max level, which I think in this it's only like 100 or something, but in Hyrule Warriors 1 it got patched over time to eventually be like 200. So there's that. It can be a lot. A friend of mine, because the reward for 100%ing this game is the original Hyrule Warriors outfit with the cool scarf, but with the cell shading Breath of the Wild style. So I need it. But a friend of mine already got it, but he played for 70 hours. So it's a long game if you want to get all the stuff. Oh no, I need like a slightly faster recharge on my tablet skills, because I keep running into a thing where they'll use something and I'll counter it like this, but then the next time they use it, like use the one that counters with the Cryonis, the ice ability, and I didn't have it charged up yet, so I couldn't do anything. Ah, just missed it. I can't remember if white main Lionels were the ones that they added in Master Quest. 'Cause I know there's a new, I think it was a golden Lionel actually, because the Master Quest has a new tier of enemy types to replace the original highest tier. And I'm assuming those are in here somewhere. Hey, Onyx! Thanks for the raid. How are you? So how it works with Biorox is with your upgrades, with the different combos and stuff. There's a lot. Like you start off with very basic stuff and then you upgrade them with side quests. But generally, what happens is there'll be a small mission, like you'll say like Zelda's training or something like that, and beating that will give you exactly what you need to get her next upgrade, and they'll do that a lot. So you end up getting like it's not a big deal. You just basically gradually get up at more stuff as you go, as long as you do the side content. And otherwise, you get tons and tons of stuff just by playing normally. So yeah, that's not a big deal. It's basically just to make it so that you learn your original combos before moving on to, because there's a lot. Like, let me see. What's Link got? How do I check? Yeah, so this is pretty basic. Link's not a super complicated character no matter what one you pick. But I believe at the start he only had 3 X moves and like maybe 4 Y moves. Yeah. Oh, you have a headache, Onyx? That sucks. Hope you feel better. I'm not sure if there's an indicator for when you've maxed out someone's combat skills, because I don't think I've maxed out anyone. Because you get the side quest update every single time you beat a story mission. Usually you'll get like 1 per character each time you finish a mission. You'll get maybe a couple side quests, and then yeah, like the character upgrade missions as well. But I'd assume, I don't know, I'd assume that there's a way to tell if someone's maxed, but also I'm not sure it matters much. Ooh, big reveal. I mean, he was in the trailers, but yeah, big sword.
Father!
And he could take out Guardians too, man. They were nothing.
You are the knight to Princess Zelda. I trust that you understand your duty.
But Father! Stop! Let go!
Don't worry, Zelda. Everything will turn out. That's what everyone keeps saying. Oh, he didn't beat it. He one-hands a claymore. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a bad father, but he's cool. He's like Jacked. He's exactly like Jacked, actually. Wait, how am I supposed to unlock him now? He's clearly dead. Alright, let's see what I get for this. We're officially in the Age of Calamity. Whoa, that's a lot of weapons, jeez. I hate how many weapons Link gets, actually, because... Oh yeah, is this the synthetic Master Swords? It's got those the hilt, I think. I can't remember exactly what the synthetic Master Swords look like. Yeah, designed to oppose the Calamity. It's super cool. Well, no, Jex did love Tidus, just he was also an abusive asshole. Alright though, yeah, gotta power this up. Big sword, finally. So Biorock says Link has 3 fighting styles. He has spears, short swords, and great swords. So like the Master Sword is considered a short sword and it has a shield, and then the greatsword is what I'm using, and then what the greatsword does is the greatsword has basically the same attacks as the standard sword, but you can use the R trigger to do these heavy attacks that drain your health, and then you can use this regular heavy attack button to heal that health back. But if you take damage, you lose all that health. That's true, Kentrix. Loving your father, loving your father, gee. Loving your son and being a good father are not the same thing. Yeah, so Link has 3 styles in this. I think he had, I don't know, he has tons and tons of styles in the original Hyrule Warriors, because he has like a style where he rides Epona. He has a style where he is in a bottle being carried by a great fairy. There's some wild stuff in that game. If Link got a Keyblade, he'd be unstoppable. Honestly, the Master Sword is basically a Keyblade. Like, there's nothing functionally different. And yeah, as far as I can tell, no one else has any different combat styles. Like, everyone else is stuck with just their one weapon type. Though I wouldn't be surprised if Zelda has another one, given what happens in the story. Playing Final Fantasy X made you even more stubborn about bullying Ejectopologists, Onyx. That's fair.
Even my own father.
They should be bullied sometimes.
It's my fault.
Can Link Zentetsuken a building with Master Sword? I believe this Link totally could, honestly. I mean, if anything, this Link would Muso several buildings and that'd just be the end of it.
Everything I've done. Ultimately,
Man, this story is so much more compelling than what Breath of the Wild had. Like, oh. That's what the mini guardian needed all along? It needed to be sadness tears. The Master Sword in Breath of the Wild has a 3-hour battery life. If you hit things with it too much, it goes into a charging mode. But usually it doesn't have that. Usually it's just the best sword, basically. Give or take. Sometimes the bigger on sword is better.
Look up.
I agree, Onyx. Muso is a good verb. Oh no, they're already dead!
we still do this?
All is not lost. We can still do something. Come on.
Get ready. Okay, I'm getting nervous. Yeah, no, that divine beast looked awfully corrupted. Megazord, I wish. Maybe there will be a Megazord, who knows? Oh, this is cool. They changed the title screen. Alright, what else? Ooh, ooh! Oh, I thought it was gonna be 4 missions, but no, just the 2. Oh man! Things took a turn! Alright, what do I got? What do I got? I got this. Oh, speaking of which, before I forget, gotta get Monk Maz Koshia.
You!
This is gonna be good, hopefully. I still don't totally get how the fusing system works. Like, yeah, this is very mysterious. Anyways, let's see if I can get a cool ability at least. I thought it said damage against Heartless for a second. What do I want? I have no idea. I guess Flurry Rush damage is pretty reliable. But attack... Oh, attack range isn't awful. Ooh, and attack speed. For a heavy weapon, that's probably substantial. Oops, damn it. Ah, alright. Ooh, Flurry Rush 13% though. Ah. I'm blaming the Joy-Con for this. Ooh, wait. Oh, that's why. I've already invested in that one. This is the first time I've gotten a weapon with 4 abilities, though. Oh, and wait, damage at 30% or less is really good for this style, actually. Okay, I'm doing it. This will be my first max level weapon, too. Link would free hearts without a Keyblade? Yeah. I mean, he does. That's how he heals himself, with hearts. Gact is definitely a verb. I'm sorry, Marvin. That's just how it is. Yeah, so the roster just shrank a bunch. And just when I poured a bunch of money into leveling them up, too. So that's rough. Gact is a proper noun, a regular noun, an adjective, a verb. It's any kind of language you can think of, really. Okay, where's the Monk Mouse Koshia mission? There we go. Did I at least get to eat the bird? I've eaten many birds at this point in this game. Sometimes you have to go through like 20 different pieces of bird meat just to level up something in this game. It's nuts. Everything comes by Gact's hand. That's correct. It's one of the basic fundamentals of life. You have proven to possess the power of a true hero. Yeah, so the missions to get this are to beat a bunch of generic enemies, to beat a few tough enemies, and to just give him diamonds. He wants diamonds and rubies and stuff. This is your punishment for playing Dirge Cerberus. Anytime anyone does anything Gact related, his power grows. That's why he's so strong. Oh, jeez. And this is a super boss in Breath of the Wild, so man, that's rough. This Link is so much better. It's just how it goes, I guess. It's similar to how Obi-Wan and Darth Vader must have felt when they fought each other in Star Wars 4 versus Star Wars 3. So this is actually the only time these mummified monks have appeared in the game so far, because they're a big thing in Breath of the Wild. You are pleased. That's good. I would be pleased too if I was taking 500 sword slashes to the face per second. There we go. Roster's back up a little bit. So he must have a voice, though. It didn't voice any of his lines here, but normally there should be a voice for every character when you actually play as them. So that'll be interesting. It is one of them, like, more minor, cool parts of this game is having a bunch of characters who had no voice before. Well, they had, like, their Zelda style ha 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 kind of voices. But now they actually have actual lines and dialogue and stuff. So man, that was a total fake out, by the way. Having King Rome show up with his big sword and then just die. I thought I was getting a new playable character for sure. Ooh. Oh, this is upgrade stuff. I thought I was getting a new mission type. I don't know. I'm not sure there's going to be a good time to actually try him out now, though, since it seems like I'm at the end game. So, who knows what's going to happen next? Oh yeah, BioRocks, if you're still here, you can see what it's like to upgrade a character from base to, well, not fully complete, but, you know, more stuff's coming. Woo, stuff. Yeah, Hinox trophy. What can I actually get? Not much. I appreciate the lurking. Alright, I think that's everything I can get for Mazkoshia. Looks like it, yep. I could check in the menu, but that's F.